Hi, I'm Ian Harvey, massage therapist. This is going to be a quick one. If you have hand or wrist pain, maybe you work at a desk or maybe you do very hand or finger intensive job like working with hair or doing massage, or if you have elbow pain, either the inside or the outside of a condyle, consider this. The muscles that move the wrist, the muscles that move the fingers, are not up here so much. There's some of them, but they're mostly down here in your forearm. So the trick isn't to mash on your hand or to mash on your wrist or to mash on your elbow. These are just casualties. They're innocent bystanders. They're being pulled on by these powerful muscles. So what can you do? Well, you can do massage in this area. We'll probably talk about that more in the future. But the easiest thing for someone who works at a desk job or who has the opportunity to do this through the day, I do this between clients or sometimes even during a session, is to do quick stretches. But your stretches don't need to last a minute or 5 minutes for them to be effective. Just short little 1-second stretches or even millisecond stretches can be enough to get the blood supply going and over time to get a lot of increased flexibility. So in under 10 seconds, here are 8 stretches you can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Does that count as a stretch? I don't know. I'm going to go over those again in a second, but what we're doing here is we're just getting the blood flowing into your forearms. You're going to feel this immediately after doing this, and we're getting you out of the pattern that your job is putting you in. If you sit like this or like this for 8 hours a day, or if you do the same motion for 8 hours a day, your body is going to reinforce you to be able to do that motion again and again or for prolonged periods. If you stand on your feet all day, your body's going to reinforce you with a lot of collagen and maybe some elastin to kind of make your lower legs like trunks so that you can stand perfectly stationary all day. It's awfully thoughtful, but the body can take it a bit too far. And that's the case with the inflammation that we get in our wrists and our hands. The body has a purpose for that inflammation, but we need to kind of thwart its plans. A good way of doing this is with ice or compression. But through the day, something you can do are these quick stretches. And if you only do part of this, it would be the first 4. So these muscles are stretched when you bring your fingers back. You'll feel this deep into your forearm. You may only be able to come this far, and that's fine. Just start there. The muscles on the other side are stretched when you curl your fingers down and bring your fist down toward the inner side of your elbow. You'll feel this along here on this outer side. Now, if you just do this every hour or so when you're working on a computer or working at your job, that's going to be enough of a change. Think of how far out of your range of motion that you're going. That's going to be enough of a change to keep that collagen from building up too much. At the end of the day, your wrists are going to feel a little bit better, or your elbows or your fingers. And if you add in the thumb stretch and a quick roll of your wrists and just a quick flick of the wrists, think of how many unusual movements you're doing. Your body is no longer anticipating that this is all you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. It knows that you've got some variety in mind. And I'm not saying that the body has a mind of its own, but it will take these cues and it will make the changes that it needs to make based on the stimulus that you're giving it. Some quick variations: instead of just pulling your fingers back toward the outside of your elbow, you can bring your hand down and pull your fingers down toward the tip of your elbow. That's going to be a completely different angle of pull. Same thing with the fingers curled in. You can bring them down toward the inside of your elbow, or you can bring them down toward your crowbow. Is that a name? I don't know. But bring them down toward your crowbow. And with your thumb, if you've got a lot of pain right here, you can bring your thumb back. You can bring your thumb straight apart from the finger. And you can even bring your thumb down. Just be careful with this. Don't put too much stress on your wrist. And finally, this is all normal. Nothing really to change there. This is all I do to stretch my hands. And I've been doing massage for 6 years. And I don't have hand pain. And I can do this, which most people can't do. That's kind of weird, I know. But it's fun at parties. So give this a try. Try this through your day. If you find yourself doing it once every hour, or maybe when your hands are hurting you, or maybe every bathroom break, just try to make this a regular part of your day and see how your hand pain does. This can even be helpful for carpal tunnel, because when these things are getting pulled on, just yanked on every day, everything starts swelling in here. Your tendons start swelling. The inflammation causes a lot of problems because there's only so much space right here, and everything gets squished together and nerves get squished. So this can definitely help. And again, ice is always a good idea, and so is compression. That's about it. 10-second stretch that I spent probably 5 minutes explaining, but as always, consider subscribing, check out my blog, and be kind to yourselves. Thank you.